Okay, so today we are going to be making ourselves our Thunderdome right over here, like I talked about recently. And yeah, this is going to be our big breeding building. Whoa, I'm going way faster than I thought I would. Uh-oh, okay. Pivot, just turn back a little bit. Okay, ooh, no, not that way. I'm pressing forward and it's making me go up. Is that a thing? I don't really care. Let's just go ahead and drop straight down. So yeah, this is going to be our Thunderdome right around here. And yeah, I'm really excited to get going with this. I have a lot of cool ideas, and I think it's going to look pretty amazing once it's fully done. So first of all, this is going to be not exactly like the Thunderdome that you might be seeing in Mad Max, but fairly similar in the way that you can do it in ARK, because you can't actually do a full sphere. I mean, I can't. I don't know how to do that. So yeah, anyway, let's get going with this. So I've got a bunch of stuff. Okay. I didn't know they did that. Okay, fair enough. I got a bunch of stuff inside of here, and probably not enough, but we're gonna see if we can manage to do at least the majority of this here today. So yeah, I'm gonna need some of those, and I'm gonna need some walls. And can I carry this much? I think I probably can. So my plan for this build is to probably just do like 2 of these sides, and then I'll just do the rest myself, because it's gonna take a long ass time to do. So anyway, first of all, this is a cliff platform on the largest side, or I guess scale. So it's basically 4 wide on each of these sides, and the way that I got it here was snapping another one over there, and then snapping this one off of that one, and it's mostly sunken into the ground, and it's gonna look pretty amazing. We still got snap points over here, don't worry. You'll see in just 1 second. There we go. So, yeah, anyway, let's get going with this. Super excited. Our breeding building will be very, very useful for us, like it was on our Aberration series. So, yeah, let's just quickly get some of these things down. So, first of all, we're mostly going to just have, like, 1 entranceway, but I do want to use these gates because they look so good. Is that the right spot? Is that... Yeah, I feel like that's the same gate. Obviously, I can't see the snap points down here, so it's not super easy. I actually don't know if I did that one right. Did I? Okay, I think I did. Yeah. Okay, hang on. It's very difficult to like do this without being able to see anything down there. We're all kind of we're working off of like blind snap points right here, but fair enough. 1 more over. Nice, like that. Just gotta make sure that these work out. So we're gonna put down some of these dino gates in the middles of each of the sides. Is that too big of a gap? It kind of looks like it's bigger, but I don't think it is. All right, let's see. And you right there, and you right there. Did we do all of that correctly? I guess we'll find out eventually. It looks right. Cool. So this area on the inside of these gates is going to be the whole building, and we're going to build the detail outwards instead of inwards, because I don't want to use up a bunch of this precious space in here, you know? I'm going to need as much of this space as possible, because, you know, we got big creatures here on Extinction. What is that? Oh, it's a snail. I thought that was like something coming from me. We're gonna need lots and lots of space to breed the big ass creatures here on Extinction. So yeah, anyway, the plan is to go ahead and have these gates looking like this right here, which looks absolutely fantastic. I love the gateways. They're so cool. They're not cool when you open and close them, but you know, I can look past that because the epicness of the actual design is enough to get me really, really hyped about using them. So let me go ahead and just switch all these guys over. And there we go. So I'm thinking the actual entranceway is probably going to be like this one, because I want it mostly facing towards my base. So yeah, we might end up making this one the full-on entranceway. I mean, even the gates like sitting open like that looks really epic. I like that a lot. Like, I don't know. There's something about the trike skull. I think it's the coolest looking skull out of all dinosaurs as well. And yeah, it just looks epic. Even like that, it looks awesome. All right, so the plan here is to go ahead and have some of these. What way is the skin gonna be? Okay, I'm gonna want it the other way. So, like I said, I think we'll probably just do, like, just 2 of the sides here. So, I want them facing in, so then that way the skin will be the opposite way, and then I want the middle ones facing out, and then I want the top ones... Oh, crap. No. All right, maybe I pick up this. There we go, cool. And then, yeah, I want the top ones facing... in like this, and then that way we're going to be able to do this, and we're going to be able to swap these guys upside down, and I will take a step back in 1 second. You shall see. It looks pretty good. I like that. Yeah, so that's how I'm kind of getting away with having a 3 high and then still using this pattern right here, because this looks awesome. But yeah, we just have like the opposite side right here. Don't worry about any of these walls here because they're actually not even going to be visible at all. So yeah, we don't have any issue about that. By the way, there's no like platforms for the structures. That would have been such a good idea if they did this just even in like the same kind of metal style as like the walls and everything. I don't know, that would have been epic, but I guess not. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and pop some of those down, maybe here and then over there, and yeah, we just get that done real fast. Okay, so now we need some doors for in there, so let me just grab these guys. Which way do they face? Feel like I want them the opposite way because this side looks better than the other side because we got like the cool little like tire and then the skull. So I might just have them all facing in this way, and you can tell because you have like the wheel facing inwards, and you know you can't see the wheel from this side right here, so we flip it, you can see it right, it's like right around here. There you go. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these guys in as well. Oh crap. How do I keep messing up like the top ones specifically? All right, I'll have to get that in a sec. Okay, so the next step, we're gonna be building slightly out, and I've basically just placed down a couple ladders here just so we can actually achieve this, because it's pretty difficult to build that high up. But yeah, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and place down some triangles, and then we're gonna place down some squares. And it's kind of cool the way these platforms actually work. Like if you were to build a circle in ARK using, you know, you have the 6 triangles in the middle, you put a square in each of those, you fill out the gaps with the triangles, and then whenever you have a square, you put a triangle outwards and kind of just repeat that pattern. You probably all know how to do it. But what I really like about the platforms is that they actually snap completely perfectly to just continue that whole pattern right there. So it's super useful, honestly. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna essentially just repeat this pattern, and I actually didn't even build it out far enough there, but now we got it. Cool. So what we've got right here is the outward wall is going to come down off of this right here. So I need to grab some more walls. Let's see. I tried to use my snow owl to get up there, but it just didn't work out, so I made some ladders. So yeah, this part right here is the only part that's going to be visible to the outside, and I specifically need to give this foundation support so I can remove the triangles for something that we're going to do here in just 1 minute. So yeah, let me see. I might end up wanting some pattern in it, I guess. Probably not just a bunch of plain ones anyway. So we might just do that same door pattern on the outside right here. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe not on the very bottom, actually. Yeah, not there. Definitely not there. So we're going to just give those ones normal walls like this. And then, yeah, I just need some walls coming along here. I don't know if I'm going to do anything fancy in the middle, but we can figure that part out later. What I do need to do is, like I said, give this foundation support. So if I remove those triangles, it's not going to just collapse. And I guess we'll probably just go ahead, place some of these guys around here. We'll fill all this out. We'll swap out the skins later. Not a big priority right now. And don't worry about flipping these things around. I can actually just go ahead and manually do it by just, you know, holding down E and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's going to be for there. I need to repeat this pattern. I think I'm going to probably go in this direction, then do the entranceway last. So yeah, I need to repeat that over here. But obviously on this side, I'm going to need... Ooh, something bad over there? Doggos, I think. Sounds like it. So yeah, we're going to need some more ceilings for that part. They sounded like they were attacking my snow owl. That sounded like snow owl noises. That is so weird. Yeah, it literally sounds like snow owl noises. I think the dogs are making those noises. What levels? 15, 15. Mineral bearing, ooh. That'd actually be quite useful, because that thing will follow you straight back to base. That's actually super useful. You could just teleport a bunch of resources back. Okay, so on to some of the exciting building parts. So basically what we're gonna need to do here is, even though this is a gap for triangles, I need some squares there for a specific reason that I'll show you right now. So here's what we need to do. So we need to snap some railings on upside down right here. And then what we're gonna do on the outside is we're gonna go ahead and snap one like that. That's the only way I can get them to be like that without any like roofs or anything between them. And then from here, I should be able to snap one like that and then one like that. And then this is kind of the plan here. So we're gonna just snap some normal ones in on top. Hang on. There we go. And then like so. And yeah, we're gonna do that here. right here, and then over on this side as well. So I'll actually do this one real quick just to show you. That's upside down. So I need some ceilings here just to be able to do that. And I need these railings here. I can't remove them, and that's why I wanted them there. So they're actually not really going to be visible at all. So yeah, we just need to place one there. We can place one on top of it immediately. Gonna go ahead and get that next snap point. One of them on top, and the final snap point right there, and one on top. So they're almost gonna kind of come up in like this, a little bit of like a dome shape, but they're not gonna meet in the middle at all. I could possibly do something like that, but it would be way overcomplicated. I'm not sure if it'd be really worth it in the end, but yeah, so basically the gap here is only going to be one foundation, and then the biggest gaps after that is going to be right here. I could possibly do something here to try and fill in this, but it wouldn't be perfect, and it probably would be in two pieces, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, so right here is not a really gigantic gap anyway. So yeah, this is the plan. So what we have to do now is, well, I need to get down here and snap a bunch of railings there, and then over here as well. So let me just quickly get these other two bits done right now, and then yeah, I'll show you what it all looks like when we have just like two of these sections done. And by the way, this is heavily inspired by what I saw in the Bob's Tall Tales, the trailer that they did at Wildcard. So yeah, credit to whomever made that. I probably would have a good idea, but I don't want to give credit unless it's actually, you know, that person. So yeah, if you're watching, it was great. It looked awesome, and I definitely kind of stole it a little. I think, I don't know, I looked at it and I was like, is that how it's made? And then I might not be right, but I feel like I'm pretty close. Okay, so there's two sections fully done beside each other, and yeah, looks pretty good, honestly. Not too bad at all. So, you know, it's gonna look a little bit different if we have a section on the far side, because when you think about it, like, this is really only like one foundation, that's two foundations, that's three, and then three from that side. There's still gonna be a massive gap in the middle, but it's the best I think I can possibly do without it looking like a big jumbled mess. Now, with the normal Thunderdome, it actually does look very like metal cagey, almost like a giant bird cage if you look it up. So yeah, I think I might end up leaving it as the actual the like metal railings just like this, because I feel like that would possibly give us the best, I guess, representation of what we're trying to actually build here. I could switch it over to these things, and I think it looks kind of gnarly, but I don't know. I'm undecided. Maybe I'll change my mind later in the video, but I do think that the metal railings do look pretty good. The only issue is they're not really going to suit any of the rusted kind of aesthetic that we have going on here, because all these guys, they're all going to be switched over, all of them. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. We'll see. So yeah, that's basically the whole roof on the inside, and yeah, we're just, you know, we're gonna place down some railings right here and kind of like do that all the way around. And yeah, what else am I gonna have to do here before I can just jump off and just finish the rest of this over the next few hours? Let's see. I guess I can quickly just switch over some of these skins. Oh, by the way, I removed the pillar and moved it to there, because if we had a pillar here, we couldn't also have one here. I mean, not easily. I think it's probably possible, but it definitely would be a little difficult to do. So yeah, that's why we don't have them there anymore. Also, it doesn't look too bad right there, honestly. It kind of it gives them a little bit more space between, and I don't know. I think it looks good. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna put here right now. We might just fill it in with normal walls. Another alternative is I maybe put a cellar door there, like as the big barn door. So like the not horizontal, the vertical kind of version where it's almost like a big gateway. That's a possibility. I'm not gonna use it as a gateway, but it would be a good way to like fill it out without it looking like it's you know, just a bunch of, I don't know. The walls right here, they're very plain. They really are. There's no like variety really in them. I think it would be nice if they had like a procedural thing where every single time you placed it, it had a possibility to be like one of 4 or 5 variants. Because I don't know, as a big pattern, if you make a big wall full of them, it just doesn't really look very good. So that's my issue with it. So I'm not 100% certain of what I'll put there, but it's just a 3x3 gap. I'll figure it out. And yeah, for the rest of this, by the way, because as you can see up here, we have let's see. We have the... I've just blocked off my way in. No! Okay, now I'm just falling down as doors open up for me. That's great. Let's see. Look at the skull peeking through. Obviously, this ladder's not permanent. I might actually move it, but there we go. So, right here, you know, we have these guys coming in like this. We're going to have to figure out a way to just make sure we close all the other gaps. So let me actually grab... I actually have some ceilings. I have these ones, but I don't have the other ones. Let's see. So this would be a triangle side. So we're going to need the ceilings in basically these 4 spots right here. And I guess right here, what I can do is I could just snap a triangle onto this, and it will kind of take up this area right here. But it will also kind of mesh into that just a little bit. And I can show you that pretty easily without breaking anything by taking this one. Nice. And let's see. Let me just place that fella down. So if I just put it like that, it's going to overlap in textures just slightly, but it's not a big deal. Not too bad at all. So yeah, that's how we're filling up those gaps. And yeah, like I said, we're just gonna have to continue to do this exact pattern around the whole thing. So I'll see you guys in many hours. Yeah. Okay, so it's been some time, and over there we have our building. Let me show you. It's pretty good. Honestly, I've been burning through the metal and the cementing paste. Luckily, the beaver dams are just constantly respawning. I don't really think that there's been too long between, like, me grabbing them all and then me being able to grab another lot of them all. So, yeah, that's amazing. But here it is. Here is our Thunderdome, and I will show you some of the changes that I decided to make. One thing about it that I think I want to do is I think I need something on the outside to break up the walls. I just don't know what it is. And yeah, I don't know. It looks a little odd from the outside. It looks good from the inside, just a little odd from the outside. So yeah, I gotta do something. I don't know what it is, but anyway, let's go ahead and just chuck you down here. That ladder is obviously going to be temporary. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and do what I was planning on doing a couple minutes ago, and then I forgot, which was placing down a little stairs here. See, just snap you off of there, right there, and then the last one. Give me the snap point, please. There we go. Cool. So I might have to place like a ceiling here, and then I guess we can get in right there. Do I have a ceiling on me? I don't know. Oh, I do actually. Sweet. Although I might need these to show you something. So yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that for the moment. We'll add railings and everything onto this. In fact, we could probably do that right now. So yeah, just in general, it's been a pretty time-consuming project. You know, it's a little finicky to do some of the building up here, especially with the railings. But yeah, it's not been too bad. Honestly, I've had a good time with it. So yeah, let's actually get onto the inside and show you. So what I decided to do was, for the entranceway, I wanted to just move the gate to the outside. Because if here's one thing. Hang on. So if I was in the inside here, right? And I had gates on every single one of these frames, there will definitely be a time when I won't remember where is the way out of the base, or the area, whatever, the breeding zone. So yeah, I wanted to have the actual entrance, or sorry, the entrance and exit way to just have like the gate frame, just so I know where to go when I want to leave. So yeah, right here is how we get out. And we have a couple of these guys right here, and I actually apparently forgot to turn that one on. Cool. So, yeah, here's the entranceway. We come right in. We've got just the rest of it's all walled off. I do actually need to come through and change over these skins. And there's really nothing I could do about that up there. I could probably put like a ceiling or something along here to kind of block it, but it's fine. It's honestly fine. So, yeah, anyway, there we go. So that's the entranceway, and then we come onto the middle, and it's looking really good. It's slightly laggy. I think it's probably because it's rendering the light through like these tiny little beams and everything, and they're all overlapping and everything like that. So yeah, I don't know. Initially, my plan was not to actually have, you know, this bit coming into the middle. We just had it kind of ending off right here. And you may be kind of wondering, let's see, let me just quickly drink some water. There we go. You may be wondering how I got these railings there, because we all know that these ones are snapped off of the ones that are hidden inside of there, but how the hell did I get those ones there? Well, I figured it out after a lot of finicky kind of building and everything. So I placed out 3 ceilings, and then I placed a half wall right there. And then, do I have a pillar? I do have some pillars. Nice. So then I went ahead and I snapped a pillar right there. And then what I was able to do was I was able to snap a pillar across here, and then one onto there. And then to actually make them stay, I had to place one here because initially we didn't have this. So I would have actually not put this one here and this one here, and I would have just put it in the middle and then come right into the middle with it. But I didn't think of this part when I was doing all of that. I only thought about this. This was all like an afterthought. So yeah, I might maybe change that. I think if I was to remove that and have one here and then remove this one as well, none of it should drop, so we should be fine. But yeah, that's essentially how I got them to stay there. And then, you know, the railings just snap straight off of the pillars. So yeah, and then these ones right here are just continuing from this same strip that we had coming along right there. So I think it's looking pretty cool, honestly. It's the roof is not crazy tall, so, you know, with big dinos, they will stick through. I don't really care too much. I'd rather have it look aesthetic and everything, and have a lot of ground space, which is the main thing. You know, having a lot of this, like, floor space right here is really what I needed. So I'm really happy that we have just a ton right here. So yeah, it's mostly ready to go to have all the little bits and bobs thrown in here. So I do need to quickly go over and grab everything that I'm gonna need for it. But yeah, one more thing I was thinking of. I could add ceilings to the floor that sticks through, and I don't know if I will or not, but we could possibly do it. It wouldn't really be too difficult at all. So let's see. I don't know. What pattern do I have on the outside there? We've got, oh crap, I can't tell. I guess would this be in triangles? I think this one would have been triangles up there. So then if I put some squares along here, then I could put triangles on there, triangles a little bit on there. Yeah, I could kind of continue it out and then, you know, have it just melt into the sand and then just not worry about it. So that would get rid of this look right here, and it would look a little bit more rustic like everything else. But the one thing I'm not willing to do is switch these over. I don't think I like the idea of them switched over to the I guess like the barbed wire and stuff. Like, it is definitely really nice, but for a proper Thunderdome, I need it to be metal, and that's just not something that we can have. There's no variance or anything of the railings, and let me actually quickly harvest back my ceilings. Here they are. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain to grab them. I gotta grab this piece first, and then I need to come here, and then I need to grab this ceiling, and most of the time I have to remove the railing. So here we go. The rest of it should drop. Cool. If I didn't remove the railing, or sorry, the pillar over there, then yeah, we would have ended up with with just basically a floating pillar and the rest of it. So yeah, anyway, let's see. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and chuck this fella over here. Cool. We might maybe go ahead and add like a, I don't know, like a pillar come down or something. I don't know. We might do that. No biggie on that one. We could just kind of leave it for the moment. But yeah, this is our way up. And, you know, obviously up here doesn't really serve a purpose, but I wanted a way up. It wouldn't have been, like, very smart to just not have a way to get back up there. Plus, I probably should have done that earlier, because I've been using that ladder the entire time, and it's been a bit of a pain. So, because every single time I'd get up, I'd have to jump over the railing as well. So, anyway, yeah. You can also see I've added on some lights right here as well. They're kind of like snapped in the middle where the beam coming up meets the straight beam and the beams coming across right there. So yeah, just in general, it's looking pretty cool. One thing I really wish they would have by now, and I don't know if it's coming, like, you know, sloped pillars would be fantastic. I think that we need it. We definitely do. I think there's a way to do it, but, like, come on. There needs to be a way to have that in, like, vanilla. That needs to be a thing for sure. So, yeah. Anyway, here's the Thunderdome. What do you guys think about it? A little bit more detail might be added to it at some stage. I don't really know. Like, I do have to step back and leave these things for a few days, and then I'm going to be like, oh, that would look good, and this would look good, and that would look good. Like, how good does it look right now with the stairs there? It does break it up a little bit. We could probably add another stairs on the far side over there just to have like a cool entranceway. Actually, I think that might not be a bad idea to have stairs on both sides. So we might maybe possibly do that. Go ahead and just craft 4 of those guys. I'm able to pull from my base because I guess we have the pulling on super far and I actually don't know the distance on it. So yeah, hello. Please don't attack. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and just add a stairs to that side too. It can't hurt to just have a couple of them going up, you know? Kind of nice. I might not actually even need 4 of them. I might just need 3. Let's see. Oh, I snapped it in a specific way. I think I snapped it off of like the pillar or something. So let's see. If I Place you there. Yeah, now we're getting attacked. Let me just bring him to my base. By the way, Jim was telling me that he literally like led creatures to my base to get them to be killed so he could get polymer. Like, how dare he? Here we go. I was thinking maybe just adding one turret that targets players then. just to discourage that, you know? Maybe. Nice, that works perfectly. And then we just go ahead and grab this thing and let's see. There's my railings. Okay, how does that look? A lot better, actually. This is a great viewing angle of the building. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. We do need to add some bulk to the actual stairways. Like, we need something on here, maybe some pillars kind of coming down. I do have a few on me, so we could actually do just a couple of these right now. I could possibly try to kind of get it to come up by like a halfway and then have it halfway sticking down. That could be a thing. I don't know. I might just maybe leave it at this. If we do that there, just kind of like that, and then yeah, that could look good. And then we just build all those guys down. Now, do I want them as fat pillars or thin pillars? I actually think thin pillars could be a nice look. A little bit of a different look, you know? Then like that. Cool. All right, let's see. How does this look? Oh, I switched that instead. I need to go up there to get that one. There we go. And then there we go. Got that one. Nice. Go ahead and eat some food. And yeah, not too bad. I could probably do a little bit more to that just to make it a little bit better looking. But for the moment, that works perfectly. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I'll do the same on the opposite side. A couple other things I do want to try and do. Let me just grab my RG and grab some more lights. So one thing I definitely want to eventually do is make all of the steampunky kind of gene stuff and like the embryo incubator here as well. That is fairly expensive. I genuinely don't have that much metal left over. I like have a tiny little bit left, so I don't know if I can actually afford that. So yeah. So I need that. I'm gonna need the gene storage as well. That's gonna be a little bit of metal too. I just need to do another metal run after this. And then I think I might also maybe want some turrets on here as well, just to keep everything safe, because like we do have an open roof, which is not preferable, and I don't want RGs flying in, you know, so we might end up having to place some turrets just up top somewhere, and yeah, that should be fine. But yeah, just in general, like that's kind of the only stuff that I think I might potentially need. We might put like a fridge in here as well, I guess, and we need some troughs and stuff like that. So yeah, I can make some of that stuff actually. Let's see. Although I did want to place down some lights. So my idea was to maybe just place them down in like the corners, like trying to, I guess, roughly get it in the corner there, just like that. These like freestanding lights are pretty nice looking. I can't really see the corner well, but I'm just going to assume right there is pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm not really going to be like focusing on them. But yeah, that's good. Just try to get it like between these two little bits right here, the like horns or whatever the hell that's supposed to be. Right around there works perfectly. Nice. So yeah, we'll just get those guys down. I'd love to have the bonfires in here somewhere as well, but like I seriously wish that they worked off of electricity as well. Like they don't, you know. It sucks. Like it's nice. I don't mind having to put fuel in them if I'm using them as like a campfire, but I'd like to use them as lights because they're really big and cool looking. So yeah, it's unfortunate. All these other lights use the electricity, but not the bonfire. And this is the coolest looking one. You know, keeping it fueled up with like, you know, I don't have to put wood in it. I can put you know, spark powder in it to keep it running for longer, or angler gel also keeps it running for extra longer. Angler gel is one of the better fuels for like kind of like wood burning style things in ARK. But yeah, I don't want to have to constantly fuel them up. So yeah, I don't know. It would be great if they actually worked with with electricity, but they don't, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with that. And I think I might actually go ahead and maybe do the floor idea that I was talking about here. Do you have one ceiling that I can at least place down just to begin things? Oh, and I do want to say, because I saw a couple comments about it on the actual base as well. I'm not adding these lights in for light. I'm adding them in for detail. Like, I realize it doesn't get really dark on this map unless it's a storm, in which case, you know, yes, it does get extremely dark, but, you know, it doesn't become nighttime or anything. Not yet. We haven't saved Earth yet, so, yeah, that's the thing. Do I have a third thing on my... Oh, yeah, I do. Look, we have 3% taming bonus, I think, now. So every single time that, or I guess every single additional day that gets added on, we get an extra little flame up there, so that's pretty cool. Nice. So, yeah, let me go ahead and place down some of these guys. What was it? Was the triangles up here? It would have been, so we got some squares right down here, and then I can just switch them over. Yeah, that will be a pretty cool way of, I guess, pulling it all together a little bit, because I'm not a big fan of the floor. I don't really like that much, so, yeah. This is slightly damaged, actually, damn. Do you have a couple more ceilings here that we can do? So, basically, we just place those guys down there. And then we would be able to place triangles right here. So triangles would go along on this side. I don't know where I snapped that. Did it go inside of you? I think it might have. Oh, I got it. Cool. And then I think we kind of hit the sand here. And I don't know if I can place another one there. I might be able to trick it and get it to place there, but it's fine. So then we would just place triangles here. And up to there. And then triangles over here as well. I placed that one somewhere random as well. Don't even know where. There it is. Inside of here is just like a kind of an empty space. It doesn't really need to be anything in here. I'm all good with it. I didn't even switch over these railings at all, so yep. I do have to say, I think that this breeding building is going to be very useful for us. You know, like, we got a lot of breeding to do on here, and, you know, like, I really enjoyed having the space on the Aberration series in the building that we built over there. So, yeah, that's definitely, you know, I feel like this is probably going to be my breeding building style in future, just building one of these cliff platforms and just having it somewhere that I can place it. And then, yeah, we go ahead and just, like, build on top of it. It's got to be unfortunate, though, when we get to a map that doesn't have any gems. This map does have gems, by the way. It's the trees on the outside. They give blue sap and red sap. So it's the blue sap is blue gems, red sap is red gems. So... yeah, and also green gems are on here. You may have already found it when you hit some crystal nodes. But, yeah, we are hungry again. Probably the worst part about building around here, you know, we're constantly, like, in between the wastelands. So right there's wastelands. Over here seems to not be wastelands. There we go. When does wastelands start? I think it starts when I get, like, right here, yeah. So if I'm going to AFK anywhere when I'm breeding... it's gonna have to be in the middle. What about over here? Do I get the little symbol? I'm looking for like the little hunger symbol in my bottom right hand corner. You can see, I think it pops in over here. Yeah, I think it's just this side here. Okay, cool. Nice. Well, anyway, yeah, so we'll have to finish off the floor. We'll have to, I guess, grind out for the rest of the little things that we're gonna need for this building. And I guess I could probably go ahead and do that. So let me continue my grind. I do have a little bit of metal cooking, but not a crazy amount. I think my Yankee might need a raise after all this, though. Whoa, that's a max level. I just heard the squeakiness of me pulling down my bike arm. I need to tame that thing before it walks close to my base. Hang on. Also, I guess I could potentially use this pen as a taming pen. Where's my Archie? Oh, I think he's back over there. No, don't walk towards my base. No, I have him here. I have him here. Okay, cool. That's I was looking at it. I was like, what the hell? That thing looks so weird. But it's a tech one, and it's a freaking 180, which is the max level. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna chuck you in there then, buddy. Nice. No. Don't go directly for the door. All right, hang on. Let me go ahead and grab some things. Yeah, so this will help us out with the eventual tech creature farm that we're gonna make, and yeah, there we go. I mean, it was very strange for some reason when I looked at it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, that looks really weird. It looks like a demonic parasaur or something. And then yeah, there we go. It's a freaking tech parasaur. He's not turning towards me, so we can't get headshots. Can we get booty shots? Maybe back shots? Yeah, back shots still work. All right, cool. Well, anyway, there we go. It would be kind of great if he wasn't like right here, but let me see if I can get him to move. If I like jump in here a little bit. No, I don't know if he's actually torpor running right now. I don't think he would be. Here we go. Come on, bro. Come on. Hey, all right, we got it out. Cool. All right, now we need some kibble for you in a couple minutes. But yeah, just grabbed a couple more ceilings here. I wanted to just get some more of this done. Oh, there we go. That's a surprise tame that definitely could have died because it's like right beside my death trap of a base. We've actually got a couple creature kills around here as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's always nice to see like the dead enforcers and defense units right beside here, but definitely would not have been good to see a dead max level power soar. They do go up to 180, by the way, in case you're not familiar with it. Tech creatures have an extra 20% on their levels, so 150 plus 20% of 150 is 180. So when we used to play with 180, I think they came out as like, what was it again? I think it was like 216, I think, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, 180, 20% of that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 216. There we go. Nice. Fully tamed up. 269. Perfect. Used to get that number all the time. All right, let's see. I do have to say, because I saw a couple comments recently about it, wondering if I'll ever go back to 180 dinos, and the answer is no. We're not going to do that. I mean, I think we did that way back in the day because we kind of just wanted like some extra challenge, I guess. You know, that was the main reason why we did it. And like nowadays, I feel like I want my videos to be more of I guess I don't know, like a representation of what you have in the game. Because I was getting stronger creatures than anybody would be able to get on official. And yeah, so that's why we're back to like the normal, you know, like 150 dino for like max dino. So yeah, that's why we're doing it that way. It's yeah, it's all good. I do have to say though, I have to laugh at the amount of other people in the community, like YouTubers, I guess, but like also just like people that like have their own servers that also used 180. And I feel like we started a trend. Difficulty 6 became a trend after we started doing it here. It was not really a thing at all before. So yeah, that's it's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's see. Anything else I could do here? By the way, I actually added up some of these guys. And I know inside of you, I have some spark powder. I have 600 spark powder, exactly what we need. So yeah, I just kind of wanted some of these things around, and I figured by the entranceway would be quite nice. I don't know if I'm going to keep them lit all the time, probably not, but yeah, could be quite nice just to have a few of them around. Like, they look good. I really like them. It's just a serious shame that you can't power them using, you know, electricity instead. Like, that's going to stay powered for 5 hours. Like, that's nothing, you know? I'm not going to come here every 5 hours and refill this. That's stupid. So, yeah, it's, like, it would be okay if it had more inventory, because I wouldn't mind, like, filling them up occasionally. But, yeah, it's not really going to be a thing. And if there was water here, like a little ocean or something, and we could get anglerfish, we could potentially have done that. But, yeah, it's just not really going to be feasible. Like, it's not worth it. That's why I've, like, never really in the past... when I've been playing like vanilla, I've never really used the torches because I think that they've always kind of sucked. But yeah, you know, being able to use these ones and have them get powered off of like windmills or generators or whatever you've got is just super useful. So yeah, I like that a lot. So yeah, that would be another square here. I'm not able to place a triangle there, interestingly enough. Able to get a square there though. It's very strange. What if I snap off of this? I might be able to try and do it. If I place something on here, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway. So it might be a bit of a struggle to find the exact center to place down my terminal, but we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just place it like roughly... I guess if I put my camera up and maybe if I just stand in the middle. Am I in the middle? A little bit more forward. Yeah, roughly around there could be good. I don't know. It's very hard to tell when I can't actually see the middle of the platform anymore. So we've also got these feeding troughs, which I think I might end up placing... Ooh, could I put them in here? Would that be... That actually could be quite good, because then they'd be like mostly out of the way, and they're also in a spot that I can quickly access. Yeah, not too bad. Wait, what's the range on these things? No. I have to get one over the other side. So I think maybe, yeah, we'll keep one right there, and then we'll have to place one on the far side over here. I mean, we could put them on the inside of, like, the corridors between, but it's all good. I'll just place one there. Cool. All right, so we have those down, and then for our little, I guess, creation station, I'm going to need a bunch of these guys down. So Let's see. Okay, so we've got some dino ball storage right here, and then these 6 little thingies on the ground. They're basically going to show us what the dinos will look like, and this is what I've been doing. I'm going to need them turned around, I guess. Yeah, so this is what I've been doing to essentially see what the regions are. So I've been kind of ordering them in terms of the regions. So that would be region 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And yeah, that's the way I've been trying to do it. Let's take you back. This meteor sounds so close, but they shouldn't hit here. This is technically in the city. This is when I come back one day and just find like this whole side just blown to smithereens. That would be painful. But yeah, so this is pretty much all we kind of need here. You know, we don't really need a whole lot of extra stuff. You know, the gene storage and the incubator and stuff like that. Yeah, that would be quite handy to have. So I will make that at some point, but it's not really a priority right now. And this building should be pretty much good to go now at this stage. You know, I don't really think we need anything else just to keep it operational. Do need to go on a massive crystal binge, but crystal's so easy to get on this map, so that shouldn't be an issue at all. But yeah, once we get all of that stuff, then we can fill up our terminal right here with a bunch of balls and pretty much get going with any breeding that I might want to do, which, you know, we're going to need some creatures for breeding. So yeah, I guess we'll have to work on that pretty soon. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. We have now built the Thunderdome. It's looking pretty amazing. Not completely accurate to the movies, but I'm okay with it. It's all good. This is the best that ARK can provide. And I actually really like the roof with that inner part as well. I think it looks really good. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it. And I will catch you in the next one.